So I think we're ready to get started. And before we start the play, Per told the story of when we had met at lunch, and he said, "Oh, are you going to do a play?" And I said, "I'm not really sure I can do a play this year." And because what I had in my mind was this play, which I had started and at that time was maybe halfway through. And I had workshopped it. I'd been running a playwriting workshop summer before last in Auckland, New Zealand. Ralph Bathurst invited me down to do. And I'd done the workshop and people said, "This is really great." And I thought that would give me the momentum and let me figure out how the hell it ended. And it didn't. So I had this half a play, and I really had no idea where it went. And at the time, I think the play was called The Woman from Porlock. And the title just wasn't working for me. So eventually I found the title, a working title, that allowed me to finish the play. And the fact that I'd agreed with Per that I would finish the play, that I'd do it. And so the working title was I Licked Betty Ford's Boots. And then it occurred to me that there's maybe only 3 people in the world who would have any idea what the phrase I licked Betty Ford's boots might mean and why that was a reasonable title for a play. So I changed the title and I retitled it Through the Reading Glasses, which hopefully will make more sense to some of you. We're doing a staged reading tonight, which is what I typically do. And for those of you who aren't familiar with staged readings, that means that instead of 4 weeks of rehearsal, we've had a little less than 4 hours of rehearsal. It means that the actors haven't memorized their lines. They're reading from the script. They have a script in their hand. It means that instead of having a full set with the set designer, we have this. This, by the way, is the professor's office. So it means that you have to do some work. It means you have to engage in a willing suspension of disbelief, where you imagine you see the set, you see the professor's office here. But when you watch the actors, you don't see their scripts. You have a certain generosity of recognizing the lack of rehearsal and the mistakes that are bound to happen, although probably fewer this year since I'm not acting. But it so means that you have an active part to play in being here with us in this experience. The play, people always tell me, "Oh, you should say something about what the play's about," but I'm probably the last person to ask what the play's about. And I'll tell you, it's a simple story of a professor and his graduate student and her doctoral project, which is based in a virtual reality sort of experience. And beyond that, I don't really know what it's about. But I encourage all of you over the course of the next few days to come and tell me what you think it's about, what you found in it. So to introduce the cast, Ralph will be playing the professor, Lutz will be playing Div, Carol will be playing Khan, Klaus will be playing Art, and by the way, the music you just heard coming in, that was Klaus singing, and Klaus wrote the music. Klaus wrote the music, all the music for the play you'll hear tonight. And I will be playing Alice, our graduate student. And Teresa is running sound for us, and a special thanks to Dorothea Jensen from the Copenhagen School of Modern Dance. That will be greatly helpful, and by the end you may know why. And having said all that, I think we're ready. So without further ado, I give you Through the Reading Glasses.
Nietzsche talked about Apollonian and Dionysian creativity. Apollonian creativity was the hard work of the practicing artist, while Dionysian creativity was the sudden flash of insight. No, that's not it. In Buffalo, New York in the 1930s, advertising whiz Alex Osborne invents brainstorming. Like a lot of management practices, it's a very successful man's explanation of what works for him and it catches on. And even though it will later be shown not to really work, the modern day business obsession with creativity is born. Ah, crap! Ever since Samuel Taylor Coleridge wrote about being interrupted by a man from Porlock, we have seen creativity as being about some sort of divine inspiration. Shit. Ideation. The word itself makes me cringe. Can you think of an example of a word that does a better job of taking something that is so innately human, so completely a part of what it means to be a person, and makes it into something mystical, yet very scientific, sounding, uber important, magic bullet that is the answer to all of your business problems? Ideation.
It works! It works!
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah, no, I mean it really works! Really works!
That's more than I can say about my lecture.
I'm sorry, did I interrupt? I can come later.
No, my own little man from Porlock. You're here, I'm here, now is fine.
Oh, I can come back later?
I think I need a break. So, tell me, what's so important?
I got it to work.
I've gotten that much. What is it that you got to work?
My dissertation, my PhD. It works. It works.
Don't you think I should be the judge of that? I know it may sound old-fashioned, but as your supervisor, I do think I'm entitled to at least an opinion.
The software works. The virtual reality environment is working.
Oh, that, the technical part.
Yeah. Yes, the technical part. It works. You have to see it. Oh, just put these on.
Ah, yes, in due course. And the text?
I thought you might be interested that the virtual environment is working and you want to try it.
Have you made any progress with the text? Remember, your dissertation is the text. This virtual hoop-de-doop is only there to support the text.
Yes, I know.
So, bring me some text.
Yes, I will.
What does text mean to me? What does text mean to the academy? I read Deleuze and Foucault, Lacan, Derrida and Rousseau. I have even read Guillermo. What does text mean to them? Why all these words from all of these men? Wanna sing, dance, and show you my heart. Express must share myself with my art. Words are lightning on a
ideation. No, they won't get the damn illusion. Prop. It's really nothing more than seeing things differently. They're the same things, and then one day, wow. Oh my. Look at, wow. So many choices.
But only one is right.
Which way will you go?
Choose the right way.
So many choices.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
There's so many choices. You have to find all the choices.
But you can choose only one. You must choose one.
Choose one what?
One option. One path. One course of action. You can't go ahead without making a choice.
Well, yes, of course.
Have you found all the choices? You have to find the choices. There's always more choices. It's really the crux of the whole thing.
Well, I believe the crux of the matter is choosing the right choice.
You always say that. But how can you choose until you know all the choices?
But even to look for more choices is a choice.
Please, I'm not sure what exactly is going on here. It would help me out.
How may I help you?
Alice, how good to see you. I've tried on your glasses and the most remarkable thing has happened.
How may I help you?
You've done a really wonderful job with this. It feels so real. Are you real?
I am the help avatar. How may I help you?
Oh, I see. So if I ask you questions, you can answer them.
I am the help avatar. I am here to help you. How may I help you?
Okay. Who are they?
They are Did and Con.
Why are they here?
They are here to help you on your quest.
And what is my quest?
You must rescue the princess.
Ah, of course. Where is the princess?
You must find her.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
I am here to help you. I will provide information about how to play the game, but you must rescue the princess.
Or what? What happens if I don't rescue the princess?
You lose. Game over!
Then I guess I'd better rescue the princess.
More choices.
Much more choices. Lucky and wonderful. Nothing to our credit. So centering on thinking, nothing can change. Convert, convert.
That's all well and good, but I need something a little more specific. Something that will help me rescue the princess.
We could send in the army. You could kill a dragon. You could have a house land on top of a witch.
You can send in the army in a house and have it land on top of the dragon.
You could go back in time to before the princess needed rescuing. You could answer a riddle. You could learn to fly.
You could go back in time and learn to fly by answering the riddle.
Do you know where the princess is?
She could be anywhere.
So you don't know.
Convert, convert.
Yeah, I've got that.
So,
will find her in the only place she can be, the place where she is.
They're no help at all.
How may I help you?
Where is the princess?
She is in a terrible danger. You must rescue her.
Yes, I get that. We all get that. I just don't know how.
You know. You just don't know that you know.
I question your epistemology.
I question yours.
That's rather uppity for a help avatar.
Don't you mean for a graduate student?
Yes, I believe I do. Well, now what? Princess, oh princess, where are you, princess?
Did you lose your puppy?
I don't have a puppy.
No, I can see that.
I'm looking for the princess. I need to rescue her.
Oh, come on. Don't you think that any princess worth her salt these days can rescue herself? Isn't it rather condescending and just a tad bit patriarchal to think that every princess needs to be rescued? What does that say about princesses?
We all need to be rescued from time to time.
Perhaps. What do you need to be rescued from?
I don't know.
So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe none of us needs to be rescued. I'm just saying, I could be wrong, but I seldom am. Convert, divert, convert, divert, convert. I hate those guys. Talk about a one-trick pony, talk about an annoying song. I'm gonna have this song in my head all day now.
Well, thank you, I guess.
You guess? I just rescued you from a fate worse than death. So perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps you did need it to be rescued.
I'm not so sure. I was getting to like those two.
Really?
Nah.
I'm getting to like you.
Do you know where the princess is?
I don't need to know where the princess is because you know where the princess is.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes you do. You just don't know that you know.
Don't give me that crap.
Play. Make. Fun.
Oh, good heavens.
Your turn. Come to me.
No, I don't dance.
Well, then sing.
I don't sing.
Everybody dance and sing. So, it's,
Help! Help!
How may I help you?
I'm being assaulted by this whomever this is.
So, how may I help
Make
you?
it stop.
Only you can make it stop.
You're exasperating and fairly useless for a help avatar.
I have answered all of your questions.
Okay.
Perhaps perhaps you just ask bad questions.
How do I make it stop?
You have to choose.
I choose to not dance.
Ah, you have to dance with the horse you rode in on.
That's a mixed metaphor.
Yeah, normally those cost extra. But the first one is free. Ta-da!
Okay, so, no, I choose to not dance.
Really? But you seem to enjoy it so much.
This is pure agony. I don't want to dance.
Okay, you could sing instead.
No. No singing. No dancing.
There are many choices.
Do any of them lead to the princess?
Probably.
Do you know which ones?
No. You never know where a choice leads.
You like this one? Doesn't make me dance. Doesn't physically assault me.
Your choice.
So I guess I'm left with you.
You'll be happier with me anyway. I can tell you that you're my kind of guy. I don't go in for all that dancing and singing stuff.
Instead, when you're singing and dancing.
That's just to express myself. But that's not the heart of it. No, you have to think your way through it. You want to find the princess, you have to figure it out. You can't dance your way to her.
My thoughts exactly.
Where do you think she is?
Well, we might back up a little and ask first, who is she is? Who is this princess and why does she need to be rescued?
By you.
Indeed, why does she need to be rescued by me?
What do you think?
Well, it's the classic quest of structure, isn't it? It's the hero's journey. You have to have a princess or something, although it's usually better if it's someone historically a princess or some other potential love interest makes the whole thing that much more important.
So you love the princess?
Well, it's better if I do.
Does that tell you who it is?
Sadly, no. I love my work. My work is love, but otherwise I'm quite simple these days.
Really? With all those fish in the sea, you haven't even a nibble? Not a fantasy, not a thought? Not an unrequited love that he could rescue you? And in the rescue make her realize that she also loves you? Even though she didn't know it up until now?
It does make for a good story.
So there's one.
No one, I'm sorry to say.
That really is sad.
What? Where did... Oh, I see. Game over. Really something. Alice has outdone herself. Alice? All right. Gee, well, where was I? My lecture. Ideation. What a load of crap. It's all about connection. Creativity is largely understood as making connections that previously hadn't been made. Creative solutions to problems are often structurally identical to a solution that exists in another domain, but which has never been applied in that domain. You might think of it as the power of metaphor and the connections you can make, but really it's more than that. It's about the power of connection. Not just the connection of an idea or structure in one domain to a problem in another domain, but connection between people. That's where the real creativity happens.
Are you looking for me? I thought I heard you call my name.
What? I'm sorry, I just got lost in thought. I think I might have finally found the start of my lecture.
Oh, okay. Did you try the glasses?
These? Oh yeah, I did. Remarkable. Really very remarkable work.
Oh, thank you. Did you buy the princess?
No, I didn't find her at all. I think it might be a generational thing. I was never into video games of these Dragon Quest and things of that kind.
Oh, no. What were you into?
Well, the usual kid things, sports, girls, cars, mostly girls.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. I bet you were quite a ladies' man.
No, not really. I'd never had much success.
Oh, I find that hard to believe. You smart and good looking.
Thank you, Alice. That's nice of you to say.
Well, it's true. There's nothing as sexy as smart.
The virtual reality world is very compelling. I completely forgot I was in a virtual reality world.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's very moving. I had something of an epiphany.
Oh, do tell.
Well, it's not important what exactly happened, but the key to my lecture came to me.
Hey, it's important to me how it happened. I mean, for my research. It would be helpful to hear more about the details of the user experience.
Yeah, I can see that, but some of the time. I need to get back to my lecture while the ideas are still hot. I will not let you play the man from Porlock for me.
Okay, but you do have to tell me.
Have you found her?
I found who?
The princess. You were looking for the princess.
Oh, yeah, I guess I still am.
So, what do you see when you look?
I don't follow you.
Of course not. Walk beside me then, or in front of me. If you walk behind me, you just see my back. But in your search, what do you see?
I don't see much of anything.
Well, look. Look there and tell me what you see through those fine glasses.
Oh, right, the virtual reality glasses. Well, what is it I'm looking for again?
The princess.
Right, I don't see her.
Well, what do you see?
I see an office.
Well, look closer. What do you see?
I see a wall of shelves of books. There's many familiar titles. There's a coffee mug on the desk. It's from my old university. And a very old computer. There's a newspaper.
Look closer.
Look, and it's an office. I don't see any sign of the princess. I don't think she's here.
Look closer. What do you see?
But the newspaper is... Oh, I know that date. The newspaper is from the day I defended my doctoral dissertation. This office, it's my graduate student's office.
Very good. Keep looking.
I know that office like the back of my hand. I spent countless hours writing, coding, drinking coffee from that mug. I know everything about that office.
Look, don't rely on your memory. Look, really look at the office.
Oh, I see. This is one of those games. Finds what's wrong with the picture.
Well, no it isn't.
I see a copy of my dissertation, printed out. Hundreds of pages of text. Tens of thousands of words. Really, my crowning achievement is a coffee stain on the papers. I must have spilled when I was reading it. Looks even though that I've been through the stack of papers many times. I used a red marker for notes. Looks like it's been bleeding.
What does text mean to me? What does text mean to the academy? I have read the news for cold, Camarina and so. I feel correct, but you're
got something from all those words. So many words.
Maybe you should have danced it.
I'm not a dancer.
So you say.
Well, there's a mark where I found a missing comma. Commas can save lives, you know.
Really?
It's the difference between let's eat grandma and let's eat, comma, grandma. That comma could save grandma's life.
Nobody was gonna eat grandma.
I would have eaten grandma. Really? I would have.
No, you wouldn't.
If there were no comma there, I certainly would have.
So, following the rules means so much to you that you would eat your own grandmother if somebody missed a comma.
Yes. Yes, I would.
It does sound a bit extreme.
So that little line, or lack thereof, makes all the difference. That is the essence of the phrase.
Well, it does make all the difference, but that doesn't mean it is the essence.
Then what is the essence? Professor.
Good question.
Well, okay, show me the essence. Just a second. So, go.
Not sure where this is heading.
Well, here you draw the essence of the statement.
I can't draw.
Yeah, everybody can draw.
I think I'm the exception that proves the rule.
Okay. Carl, you model. Professor, you draw. So you just assume a pose when I tell you to, and then you draw the essence of con. I'll give you 10 seconds.
10 seconds? That's impossible.
Con pose. Draw. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
It's just a couple of lines.
Yeah, well, there's something of con in that one. Yeah, that one. I would recognize that anywhere.
Is it so?
Yes, absolutely.
It could be anything. It's a line with a million possible meanings. I love it. Is it for sale?
No, of course not. It's not for sale.
Why not?
Because, I mean, it's just a line. You can't sell that.
I will buy it.
No. For how much? No, it doesn't matter. It's not for sale.
So it does matter. That line matters quite a bit to you.
Yes, no. It's not that at all.
$10. 10 quid. Any currency. You name it.
That is a fair price.
No. Look, I'm not an artist. I don't sell lines on a page.
So what do you sell?
Not much. My book, the one from my dissertation, sold a few copies. It's in a few libraries. I bet no one has ever even checked it out.
Not even your students, not even Alice.
You think Alice has read my book?
No.
Do you want people to read it?
I did.
Well, would you read it?
Write another book.
No one writes books anymore.
There's hundreds, thousands, tens, thousands of books published every year.
And there are 5 of them that everybody reads. And a few people read another handful of them, and most books never get read by anybody, or pretty much not anybody.
Like my book.
Like your book.
Words gathering dust. A book no one reads. A chapter in an article in a blog with no
guess what up with cute little hands? They're right there in front of your chest. Very nice. Especially like the last part. I'm not done yet. I wanna be a first-person shooter. Any of the country is Buddha. Hang out with a guy called Buddha. You done now?
I think so.
Maybe a bit of more dancing?
No, maybe later, but I'm done for now. Wait. Wow. Back to whatever this is. My lecture, my class, my teaching, my influence, my lecture on creativity. Could there be a less creative way to talk about creativity? A less influential way to have influence? Shit. Oh, crap! Insert the word of your choice. Damn!
Is something wrong? I heard yelling. Is it the program?
Well, I suppose, yeah.
Oh, sorry, so sorry. I know there is still a few bugs.
It worked fine, maybe too well. Alice, did you read my book?
Your book?
That's what I thought. I wrote a book. Was off my dissertation years ago.
Oh, I didn't know. I really tried away.
No, don't bother. No one reads books anymore.
I read hundreds of books, just like every PhD student. We all read books, all the time.
You may be the only ones. It's a conversation with our children. But only the ones that don't really need to have we have the conversation with.
I don't follow.
And that's good. You shouldn't follow. I'm a dinosaur. You're the new breed. All video games and virtual reality. You video cats. I'm dust in the library.
That little dance number wasn't dust.
Oh, you're too kind.
I'm too kind about what?
Not you. Well, I guess it really is you. It's your program.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. No.
What's the problem?
I'm singing one of the characters from your virtual reality world, but I took the glasses off, so it should be over.
Are you sure you took the glasses off? Maybe you took the virtual glasses off, but you still have your real glasses on.
Certainly feels like they're off.
Maybe you should lie down. You don't look well.
If that theory is true, then you're the help avatar, not the real Alice. Am I wearing the glasses, Alice?
No, you're not. You're starting to worry me.
That's an interesting twist on the game. The help avatar stops helping.
Oh, I want to help. Let me get you some water, or maybe I call someone.
Maybe call the nut house, call the insane asylum.
I don't think that's necessary.
Well, don't you think that anyone who writes text these days, by definition, is a little bit crazy?
The definition of insanity. Repeating the same action over and over and hoping for different results.
Writing academic articles and hoping that this time they will have real influence. Writing books and thinking someone will read them. Lecturing students and thinking they will understand what you have to say just because you said it.
Of course, that was hard-gained knowledge for you. You had to learn it from experience, thinking about it, reading, making sense of it all for yourself. But you expect them to get it just when you wrap it up in a neat little bow and tell them what's what.
Stop! Stop!
I go and get help for
No,
you.
you are the help. You have to help me.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
You're the princess. You're the answer to my quest. You don't write books.
I am writing my dissertation. I was hoping that maybe it could become a book. It's really not fair to say that it can't be a book before I've even written it.
But you've created this. All of this.
I'm not God.
You are God, at least for this world. And it's fantastic. It has rocked my world.
I'm gonna call the campus police.
Oh, you can stop that whole "we're not in the game" riff. It's good. It's really whacked me right between the eyes, right in the cerebral cortex, so to speak.
You're really worrying me.
But enough is enough. Stop the virtual reality simulation.
Maybe she's right. Maybe you stopped it when you took off the glasses.
She's clever, but I'm not sure she's that clever.
Does it matter? You're seeing things clearly now.
I'm not hallucinating.
I didn't say you were.
It matters. I don't hallucinate. I don't see people who aren't there. It's your fault, Alice.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
That's not good. Oh, don't do that. I'm sorry.
Maybe it is good. Some honest expression of emotion.
Shut up!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not you.
Oh, let me call someone.
No, I don't need any help.
Okay, so have you figured it out? You knew the answer all along. Have you found the princess?
Yes, I found the princess. It's you, Alice. You're the princess. You're the one I'm looking for.
I'm not a princess.
You're my princess.
I don't need to be rescued. I don't want to be rescued.
No, you don't. I think that I need to be rescued.
Now that's an interesting twist. You find the princess and she rescues you.
I think that maybe you have rescued me.
I've texted the campus police. They'll be soon. And they can rescue. Really, they can help you.
But you have already rescued me. And maybe I can rescue you as well. I can rescue you from the world of text, from the rational, analytical prison of the academy.
Oh, I don't think it's a prison.
Do you hear the sirens? I think I hear the sirens in the distance.
We can rescue each other. Isn't it that how it's meant to be? We have students so that we can learn from them.
Oh, that's very nice for you to say, but I have learned so much more from you than you could have possibly learned from me.
You may think that, but you're wrong. You have rescued me. You've shown me that art can be more than just childish games. You touched my soul with your virtual reality.
I think I may have done more than that.
She thinks she broke your mind with the glasses.
I'm not crazy.
Ah, come on, you are talking to people who aren't here.
Don't we all do that? I imagine my students when I prepare a lecture. I obey the cultural mores of the multitudes who aren't here. If the administration and their damn rules weren't here in some way, I'd take you in my arms and kiss you.
Don't do that!
I feel it though, don't you? You feel the same.
This is making me really uncomfortable. I think you aren't well, and it's really you talking.
You painted yourself into a corner, Professor.
No, of course you don't. You're young with a future, and I'm just an old man. I mistook your concern for... Well, I've just embarrassed myself. Let myself down. Please forgive me.
Okay, it's okay. You have had rough time with the classes, and maybe something happened in that world, and you get a little bit mixed up as to what was real and what was virtual. It can happen.
She's letting you off the hook. She knows that's not it, but she's offering you a way out.
Thank you for that, Alice. You're very kind.
Thank you.
For what?
Hey, come on, from drying the glasses, for trying my virtual world.
Well, I am your supervisor. It is my job.
All right, where's the problem?
Nothing to see here. Everything's under control.
Is this him? Is this the guy?
You're going to come along with us.
What are you talking about?
I was just thanking you for being good supervisor. I really enjoyed working with you.
Not you. Them. I know you.
Please just come along quietly.
We are here to help you.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think they are?
They're from Alice's glasses.
It's for your own good
You are a danger to yourself.
and to others.
I will not come along quietly. I don't need to go anywhere. I'm just fine here.
We can do this any way you like it. The easy way or the hard way.
Have it your way then.
Oh, damn. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Come on, I think that was a delightful ending.
No, there's a bug in the code.
It looks like a feature to me.
I can't drive the player crazy. I can't break the rules and have the virtual world and the real world interacted like that.
You're doing that now. I'm from the virtual world, you're from the real world.
Yes, but you get it, you're my character.
Okay, so the artist can go crazy, but the player can't?
Yes. There's a line, line that can't be crossed. But I can fix it. I can fix it. If it just make a couple of changes. Come on, here, and then I will start with the new version. No. From, let's say, here. Ta-da!
The definition of insanity. Repeating the same action over and over and over and hoping for different results.
Writing academic articles and hoping that this time they will have real influence. Writing books and thinking someone will read them. Lecturing students and thinking they will understand what you have to say just because you said it.
Of course, that was all hard-gained knowledge for you. You had to learn from experience, from thinking about things, from reading and making sense for yourself. But you expect them to get it when you wrap it up in a neat little bow and tell them what's what.
Stop!
Hey,
Stop!
I will go to get help.
No, you are. Oh, you have to help me.
Oh, that wasn't the right place at all. No. Hold on and let me try again.
What? Hold on to what? What's
I'm
happening?
Well, I'm going to change one thing here. One thing here. And ta-da!
There's hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of books published every year.
And there are 5 of them that everyone reads. And a few people read another handful, and most books never get read by anyone or almost anyone.
Words gathering dust. A book that no one reads. A chapter. An article. An hour. A blog with no. I wanna make videos on cats, dress them up in cute little hats, raise their silly old chest.
sing, and I just sang. So I don't know how I could possibly feel like I've sung that song before.
Well, we all have songs within us. And maybe this was just the first time it came out.
I don't know anyone called Pooter.
I think all of us have a little pooter inside.
I'm still wearing the glasses, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I think I need to step out of this world.
Are you okay?
You're still here, but they're gone.
Yeah, how was it?
I sang.
Ah, I heard you.
This virtual world, this unreal world you have created was perhaps the most real place I've been in years.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean it. I'm not sure what was real and what wasn't. I was actually singing, wasn't I? I mean, out loud here in my office.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. But I didn't find the princess.
Yeah. There's still a few bugs in software. This isn't the final version.
Of course. Nonetheless, it's really extraordinary. I'm at a loss for words to explain what happened.
Oh, I will come to you.
It was almost like I was travelling in time. There was this odd sort of loop that is starting to feel like a bad dream. It's not about finding the princess, is it?
I suppose not.
No, I suppose not. What is it about? No, don't answer that question. It would be just words. Have you found the princess?
I think so.
I think so too.
I pray to you for